Hello guys, happy Saturday, happy blessed weekend. Welcome to Storyteller's Corner and thank you for joining me. Now we're going back to the adventures of young Davy Toff, the little boy from Portsmouth in England who was in Portsmouth Harbour watching all the pirate ships in the harbour, and then he'd enlisted as a cabin boy aboard the Black Gull, a big fine ship. So let's read on guys and see how it's getting on. This is up to chapter 5, The Island That Watches Back. So let's see what happens guys. You remember in the last series they just land was in sight, an island, and I think they're about to land, so let's see what happens guys. At dawn the cry echoed from the mast, "Land ahoy!" Davy was already on deck, heart pounding. Through the thinning mist rose a jagged island, its cliffs broken and sharp, like a tooth split by time. Dense jungle pressed right to the shore, dark, silent, as if holding its breath. Eliza stood beside him. "That's it," she said softly, "the shaped matches." Captain Crow studied the island through his spyglass. "No flags, no smoke, that means nothing good." The longboat splashed into the surf. Davy leapt out first, boots sinking into warm sand. The air smelled green and ancient. Birds fell silent as they moved inland. They followed the map's marking to a clearing where stone's ruin lay half swallowed by vines. At its centre stood a weathered statue, a sailor kneeling, one hand outstretched, empty. "There was something here," Eliza murmured, "a compass or a key." Davy noticed marks on the stone, grooves made by rope. "A test," he said, "for those who came together," and the crew spread out. A sudden shout rang out, "Trap!" The ground gave way beneath one of the sailors, snapping shut with hidden spikes. Panic surged. Davy and Eliza moved without thinking. Eliza anchored a rope. Davy climbed down, ignoring the blood, hauling the man up inch by inch. When it was done, they sat shaking hands, still gripping the same rope. "You didn't hesitate," Eliza said. "Neither did you." They searched the ruins again. This time, Eliza spotted a symbol carved faintly into the statue's palm. The same one from her father's journal. She pressed her compass into the stone. A soft click echoed. The statue's base shifted, revealing a hollow space. Inside lay not gold, but a metal medallion etched with waves and stars. Captain Crow frowned. "That's no coin." Eliza smiled slightly. "It's a marker. This treasure moves." As the sun dipped low, drums echoed faintly from deeper in the jungle. Crow's voice hardened. "We leave now." Back aboard the Gull, Davy stood at the rail, medallion heavy in his hand. The island faded behind them, but Davy felt certain of one thing. They had not found the treasure had found them, and it was watching. So here you go guys. Let's see what happens. They go in search of a treasure. Now it's Sunday tomorrow guys, so it's the Lord's Day. We're going to have a spiritual story. So we're going to leave young Davy Toff till Monday, give them a rest, let them have an easy day aboard the Black Gull. They can polish the rigging and polish the compass and whatever they do on pirate ships. Because we've got a spiritual short story tomorrow guys, and the first one is called The Small Anchor, which is quite appropriate because we're talking about life on the sea with the pirates. So join me tomorrow guys for a spiritual short story called The Small Anchor, and we'll go back to young Davy Toff chapter 6 on Monday morning, which is entitled The Watchers in Green. So who are these watchers in green on the island? So let's find out Monday guys, but tomorrow it's a small story called The Small Anchor. So there we go guys, take care now and have a lovely Saturday. I hope you're enjoying the adventures of young Davy Toff, the little cabin boy on a pirate ship, and he's found a love interest called Eliza. So let's see what happens, guys. Well, thank you for joining me in Storyteller's Corner. Join me again on Monday for young Davy Toff, but tomorrow we're going to have a spiritual story, one in the morning and one in the afternoon. The one in the afternoon is called The Open Hands. So let's see what that's about, guy. So the small anchor and the open hands. 2 small short stories for tomorrow. Since the Lord's Day. Let us be glad and rejoice in it, as they say. Until then, guys, have a lovely day and take care now. Bye bye.